Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're diving into an ancient legend filled with mystery and wonder, the treasure of King Solomon, and the enigmatic magical text known as the Key of Solomon. Around 900 BC, ancient Israel welcomed its third king, Solomon. After inheriting the throne from King David, the kingdom quickly entered a golden age. Nations from all around brought him lavish tributes. To store these treasures, Solomon built a magnificent palace and placed the nation's most sacred relic, the Ark of the Covenant, at its very center. But during a later war, this holy relic mysteriously vanished. And what disappeared along with it was a book said to hold the power to summon demons from the underworld. Why was this book so important? Legend says Solomon's undefeated reign was thanks to the secret arts within this book, rituals that allowed him to call upon the 72 demonic kings. And this isn't just folklore. In medieval manuscripts, there are indeed detailed descriptions of these demons and instructions on how to summon them. These writings are what we now refer to as the Key of Solomon. Fast forward to 6th century Europe. Historical records suggest that magic was widespread at the time. Sorcerers were believed to heal, prolong life, and even call upon demons. With such power in the hands of so few, fear spread across the land. This fear eventually exploded into the infamous witch hunts of the 12th century, costing the lives of more than 100,000 people. It wasn't until one night in 1559, when Pope Paul IV ordered all text related to Solomon's magic to be burned, that this dark chapter finally came to an end. But what kind of power was the Key of Solomon hiding? To understand that, we need to go back to the moment Solomon first became king. In 970 BC, the young king felt deeply unprepared for the responsibilities ahead. One night, according to the Bible, God appeared before him and asked what he desired most. Solomon didn't ask for wealth or power. He simply asked for the wisdom to rule his people well. Pleased with his answer, God granted him extraordinary wisdom. This gave rise to the famous Judgment of Solomon. Two women claiming to be the mother of the same baby. Solomon proposed cutting the child in half, and in that moment, the real mother revealed herself by begging to spare the child's life. From then on, Solomon was celebrated as the wisest ruler of his age. But as Solomon's fame and wealth grew, his heart slowly changed. To store the kingdom's treasures and sacred offerings, he ordered the construction of a grand temple. Yet the project was constantly disrupted by demons. Workers fell ill, crops were destroyed, and progress came to a halt. Desperate, Solomon prayed to God once more. This time, God sent the archangel Michael with a ring engraved with a pentagram, a ring said to have the power to seal demons and bend them to the wearer's will. With this ring, Solomon subdued the demon Beelzebub, who had been spreading plagues and consuming crops. Instead of sealing him away, Solomon marked the demon with a magical brand and forced him to help build the temple. And Solomon didn't stop there. One by one, he used the ring to subdue more demons, absorbing their power for himself. As his control grew, so did his obsession with magic. Some accounts even claim he forged a pact with the demon king Baal to gain mastery over the 72 demonic kings. He sealed these demons in a crystal vessel, releasing them only when he needed their power. When Solomon died in 931 BC, he instructed his son to bury the crystal vessel, the Key of Solomon, and his own body together. But great power does not vanish with a king's death. In 586 BC, when Babylon conquered Israel, soldiers raided the temple, broke into the royal tomb, and found a crystal bottle glowing with an eerie green light. Thinking it held treasure, they opened it, accidentally releasing the 72 demons into the world. At the same time, the magical text began to circulate among people. According to the writings, these demons were all nobles of the infernal realm, each with immense power. Summoning them required precise incantations, specific magic circles, and the alignment of celestial bodies. And the ritual itself was incredibly complicated. It had to be performed on a full moon in an isolated place, like a forest or an abandoned factory. The summoner couldn't bathe for 13 days to match the demon's foulness. They also had to avoid garlic for 7 days because its scent repels demons. On the night of the ritual, they had to draw the proper magic circle and inscribe a hexagram. And perhaps the most crucial rule of all, the summoner must never step into the center of the magic circle. It's said that demons detest human footprints. Step into the center, and the demon will devour you on the spot. Today, the texts we know as the Key of Solomon mainly come from 2 medieval manuscripts, the Banned Key of Solomon and the Lesser Key of Solomon. Although both claim to originate from Solomon himself, their actual creation dates fall in the Middle Ages, far removed from Solomon's time. Some believe they were written by alchemists or sorcerers. Others insist the true original was hidden or destroyed long ago. So, does the real book actually exist? Does it truly contain the power to summon forces from the underworld? Perhaps only history knows the answer. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.